Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your eyes are not deceiving you. Your ears are not deceiving you. It is the one, it is the only, it is the coach. Now, this next man that I would like to introduce really needs no introduction. He's the smartest Mark, and you know how much I dislike those. He's the coolest nerd, and for some reason, he thinks that's cool. And he's the dirtiest of the dirt sheet writers. And believe me when I tell you, there's some dirty ones. So without further ado, please welcome to his podcast, a show that is can't miss week after week. It's Figure 4. Now, Figure 4, I have just one question for you before I turn over the microphone. What's up your ass lately? The people really want to know.
Thank you, Coach. Good to hear from you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Today on the Figure 4 podcast, we have none other than Jill the Ripper. Jill, how are you? Are you okay?
I'll be fine when this contract of the getting interview is over.
Okay, so I guess that was Lord Alfred that put this in your contract. So don't you want to do this interview, Jill?
I thought it was going to be Jim Ross.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not Jim Ross. We're not going to have a slobber knocker over this, are we?
It depends what stupid questions you're going to ask. You're a nerd.
Okay, well, let's see. I'll start with this question. You're the newest member of the BWC roster, Jill. Can you introduce yourself for those fans who don't know you?
You're a nerd. What stupid question? There are no fans who don't know me, but I'll answer your stupid question anyway. I'm Jill the Ripper. I'm going to rip your head off. Enough said.
Okay, that's very well said. So I'm going to rephrase my question. Tell us about your past. Tell us about your history in wrestling.
Who do you think you are? You're a nerd. I began in CCPW in the UK in another all-male roster. I went in, they all went down. 1, 2, 3, I went to America. I joined Raw in 2015 when they launched the women's division, and the 3 times for the World Women's Champion.
Okay, so BWC is an all-male roster. They're known for their extreme rules and their hardcore ethos. You've been the hottest free agent now for well over a year while you've been recovering from the injury. Why did you choose BWC?
Who do you think you are? You're a nerd. BWC is the wrestling promotion worldwide. There is no sports entertainment malarkey or family-friendly nonsense. It's just good old-fashioned brawling. I grew up watching BWC with regular first blood and knockout matches. It's all right up my street, or should I? Or rather down the back alley. What stupid question? BWC legends, Grim, Highlander, Hercules, Young Jack, and even Alfred Huxley don't hold a light to me. I'm greater than Kenny Omega, Roman Reigns, everyone. I'm here to prove it.
Okay, so you mentioned you think you're the best wrestler. Can you really compete against the likes of Kenny Omega, Roman Reigns, Highlander, the Paragon, Jack Lazarus, Max Wayne? There's a reason there's a women's division, you know.
You're a nerd. What stupid question? I'm going to rip your nerd's head off. Who do you think you are? Now what you go through? It doesn't matter if you go standing up or sitting down. In fact, sometimes I go standing up just because I can. Mixed gender matches are not unheard of. Sylvia Rose, who had just joined the BWC Women's Division is another English lady who has taken it to the men. The legendary China held the WWE Intercontinental title twice. Tessa Blanchard, a former Impact World Champion. None of them are as good as me. No one, male or female, is as good as me. And I'm going to win the Pure Championship to prove it.
You mentioned China winning the Intercontinental title twice. You mentioned Tessa Blanchard winning the Impact World title. Now, those women are incredible performers, incredible wrestlers, but they're not Grimm. Grimm is arguably the greatest wrestler of all time. You're facing him in a 2 out of 3 falls match at Doomsday on the 30th of June. Do you stand a chance against an actual giant?
I'm going to rip your nerd's head off. What a stupid question. You're a nerd. Liz, does that chipmunk stand a chance against me? He can't beat an egg if you gave him 2 whisks. He's just a bully and a brat. You've seen what happens when he comes against better, more technical wrestlers. He gets outsmarted and outperformed. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And he will fall twice.
Okay. You're right. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. It's just you're dealing with a giant, and when they fall, they make a big, big noise. So you've mentioned your injury, which you sustained in your last match at War. You lost that match against Lilith. Do you care to elaborate on that loss?
No, I don't want to talk about War or the incompetent management. My lawyer says I can't until the case of neglect has been answered in a court of law. However, I should be War Women's Champion. Lilith did not beat me. She knew she couldn't beat me, so she tried to end my career. I was hospitalized, but the match never ended. If I see her in the street, I'll pin her and take back my belt. What a stupid question.
Okay, so let's shift gears here. So
You're a nerd. I'm going to rip your nerd's head off.
I want to talk a little bit about BWC. You recently signed with BWC, which is a promotion recently purchased by Lord Alfred Huxley, and you clearly know Lord Alfred quite well. Are there any secrets that you can share about Lord Alfred?
He was that weird luchador that wore a stupid rat head and a furry outfit. Anonymous is in BWC folklore, but not for the right reasons. It was just weird. Alfred has a phobia of fish and extensive clapping.
So you're saying Alfred has a phobia of flapping fish. Where does that phobia come from?
In a Falls Count Anywhere match against Calico Jack, they ended up in the canteen. Calico hit him with a 4-foot salmon. Alfred was knocked out cold. As he was waking up, all he could hear was the crowd clapping for Jack. I think he still has nightmares about flapping fish and floating hands.
Well, that explains a lot. It does not, however, explain the sideburns, which do appear to look a lot like a flapping fish. So, Jill, I want to say thank you for your time. Is there anything else that you would like to say to all the young girls that might be watching you?
I'm going to rip your nerd's head off. Who do you think you are? What a stupid question. It's not just for girls. What part of this don't you understand? It doesn't matter if you're a girl or a boy, old or young. Race, religion, favourite pizza topping is all irrelevant. All the girls and boys aged 10 or 50 from around the world who are watching and think they can be the next Jill the Ripper No chance. You'll never be like me. If you try your best and give it your all, maybe, just maybe, you can be 10% as good as me.
Okay. So, Jill, is there anything else that you would like to say? Do you want to give people your social media contacts? Anything else that you would like to say today?
No, I don't care about my fans. I'm Jill the Ripper. You're a nerd. I'm gonna rip your nerd's head off.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks. That is our podcast with Jill the Ripper. Coach, thank you so much again for the introduction and the kind words. You can follow us on our YouTube channel at WGMUniverse.com. Also, join our Discord, theWrestleNerd.com. Thank you, everyone. We will see you on the next podcast.
Can I go now? Who was that guy anyway?
Ladies and gentlemen, you know who this is. I am the coach. Now listen, I've seen a lot of cool, fun things come out of the world of wrestling. There is nothing I like more than seeing somebody get into it. There's nothing I like more than seeing a big group of people that all love one thing, that can chat about it, be about it, and enjoy it. And that's exactly what the WGM universe is all about. Sure, you can be the smartest Mark. Sure, you can be the biggest wrestling nerd that you want to be. But guess what? We're doing it all together. Now, I do want to say this. There's an incredible Wrestling GM app. Download it. Come play with us. And of course, go to the WGM Universe YouTube channel. Follow. Subscribe. Turn on the notifications. You never know when new content is going to drop right into your feed. It's the WGM Universe. Be a part of the experience. I'm the coach, and I am